going on? It's Dr. Gonzbo Boogie here again with another DVD and VHS update. And this is going to be my Christmas update. And I'm going to show all the things that I got on Christmas or just in the past couple weeks, like the couple weeks before Christmas time. So most of these I just bought when I was out buying DVDs and VHSs like I normally do. But some of these are actually Christmas presents, so I'll go through them all and talk about them. First off here we have Tales from the Dark Side, the second season. And this is my favorite horror anthology show. I just love this one, love everything about it. The intro has always been one of my favorite things about it, but the skits are even better. I love everything about this show. George A. Romero has a lot to do with this, and it's just I've always just loved this show. I found out about it when I was like in high school, and ever since it's been my favorite out of all those anthology shows. Next up here I have The Hound of the Baskervilles. This is actually a Hammer production, so this adds to my Hammer collection. This has been a DVD that I've been wanting to get for a while now, and this is just awesome. It was directed by Terrence Fisher, who's the classic Hammer director, and then it's starring Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, who are just the classic Hammer actors, and they do a great job in any movie they're in. And this is based on the Sherlock Holmes book, which I remember reading back when I was in middle school or high school, and I remember thinking it was a good book back then. I thought it was interesting, so I actually haven't read the book since then, and I've never seen any of the other movies, so I'm real interested in just watching this in general, and the fact that it's a Hammer production just makes me even more interested. So this is one that I'm really looking forward to checking out. I might even check this one out tonight. Next up here we have Jingle All the Way, which is it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, and this was one of my favorite Christmas movies when I was younger to watch. This came out in like '96, so I was probably like 5 or 6 when this came out, and I just love it. I remember loving it back then, and I still love to watch this movie now. I actually think this movie is legitly funny. Schwarzenegger is funny in this movie. He does some really good scenes where he just comes off as naturally funny, which is, Schwarzenegger, I always think he does good in most of the movies he's in, most of the movies at least that I've seen with him, and he does a pretty good job. So I mean, Schwarzenegger's the man. And then you got Phil Hartman in this movie, who just does a really great job. He's just, every scene he's in, he's hilarious. And then the only thing that's not funny about this movie is Sinbad, who is supposed to be like the comic relief in the movie, but his comedy is just like not that funny. But there's a couple funny scenes with him in it anyways. So all together, it's just I think this is a good movie. I've always liked Jingle All the Way, and I would definitely recommend this one to watch around the holiday time for a fun movie, because it has a lot of like Power Ranger type things in it and stuff like that. And it's just, I've always thought this was a cool movie when I was a little kid. Alright, next up here we have another Christmas DVD that I bought, and this is A Christmas Story, which this is my favorite Christmas movie ever, which I talked about in my Christmas video I made about my all-time favorite Christmas movies and specials. And I just put that up like I think a week ago or something like that, maybe a couple days. And I just love A Christmas Story. I've had this on DVD before, but I just needed to pick it up again, and I love this movie, just great. I would definitely recommend this. This is my all-time favorite Christmas movie ever. And this is The Smiths, The Complete Picture, and this is actually the video collection of the Smiths. They're a band, one of my favorite bands. They're like an alternative 80s like post-punk band, and they're just awesome. They're one of my favorite bands ever, and I have all their CDs and listen to them all the time. So I thought, why not get their video collection? And this was actually a Christmas present too, one of my favorite Christmas presents I got. And I already watched this, and the videos are pretty cool. Definitely worth picking up if you're a Smiths fan or interested in the band at all. And then here is this is another Christmas related DVD. This is Power Rangers Super Samurai: A Christmas Wish, which this comes with the episode of Power Rangers Super Samurai Christmas Wish, which is alright. I watched it. Not the biggest fan of the newer Power Ranger stuff. I'll still check it out if I'm really bored and it's on, or like I have a DVD like this. I'll still check it out, but again, not the biggest fan of the newer Power Rangers. But the character Bulk from Mighty Morphin and some of the earlier Power Rangers seasons is back in this season of Power Rangers Super Samurai, so that's pretty cool. And it was an alright Christmas special, nothing spectacular, but this also comes with Alpha's Magical Christmas Special, which I talked about in my holiday video that I was talking about just a minute ago, where I talked about my favorite Christmas movies and specials. And in that one, I talked about how I thought it was the cheesiest Christmas special ever. So if you want to check that out, I kind of go more in depth about that. But it really is one of the cheesiest Christmas specials ever, and it's worth checking out for that reason. Just because it's so cheesy, it's like wow, it's like this is bad. So it's pretty funny. And then it also comes with another episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which has nothing to do with Christmas, called Forever Friends, but it's a pretty cool episode of the show anyway, so why not? And altogether, this is a pretty cool Power Rangers 3-pack. Not really worth 15 bucks, which is what I paid for it, but for Alpha's Magical Christmas Special, which is kind of an obscurity out of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers seasons, it's pretty cool to have just for that. So alone, that was worth the 15 bucks in my book. And then here, which I showed in a whole video alone of me just talking about this box set, if you're interested in that, which is I picked up for myself for Christmas, seasons 4 through 7 of Power Rangers on DVD, which this box set is just awesome. I can't say anything bad about it. This is one of the coolest box sets I own, one of the only box sets I own. And it's just awesome. Everything about it is awesome. The show is awesome. The packaging is awesome. And this is one of the coolest things I bought all year. And I'm really pumped about this. And like I said, I did a whole video where I go and I show the inside of this box set and talk a little bit more about it. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that one out. Alright, next up here I have a little pile of tapes, which I'll go through real quickly. Here I picked up Charlie Brown Christmas, which I actually don't have this on anything right now, so I picked it up on tape. Just because right now my cable box is actually not working, and I'm in the process of trying to get that fixed, so I actually didn't have my TV to watch, my cable to watch for Christmas, so I kind of picked these up just so I could watch these this year, because I usually watch these on TV every year, but this year I couldn't really do that because I didn't have TV in my room. So I picked these up on tape this year. I picked up a couple of specials on tape just so I could watch them. And Charlie Brown Christmas Special is just classic. I'm sure everyone's probably seen this. If not, it's worth checking out around Christmas time. Just a fun, really well done, really well written Christmas special. Definitely one of the better ones ever. And this is another one of the best Christmas specials ever. I actually like this one more than the Charlie Brown Christmas special. And this is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And again, I picked this one up kind of for the same reason I picked up the Charlie Brown one, just because I usually watch these on TV every year, and this year I couldn't watch it on TV, so I picked it up on VHS for just $1. I was like, why not? And just awesome. I'm glad to have these in my collection now too, so I can watch them whenever. But I definitely want to update this one to DVD. I've seen a cool collector's DVD of this at Walmart for like 10 bucks this year. And I probably should have picked it up, but still, $1 on VHS is not a bad deal either, and the quality of this tape was pretty good. So, yep, that's the Grinch. And then here I got the Phantom of the Opera, and this added to my Universal Monsters Classic Collection editions, which I'm trying to get all of these on VHS. Which some of them are harder to find than others. This one is not that hard to find, but I'm still glad to find it anyways. And this is a good one. I used to have this on DVD, and I always liked it. This is like the colorized version of the Phantom of the Opera, and it has a lot of big like musical numbers. It's more of like a musical film than anything else, except it doesn't have like musicals that like break out randomly during scenes. It's like just there's a lot of like really well done and really well performed like opera scenes in this movie with like awesome lighting, and the color film looks great, and it looks pretty cool. I just always remember this one being pretty interesting. But I think I like the classic with Lon Chaney Sr. in it a little bit more. And here is actually a cool copy of The Evil Dead that I saw at a thrift store, and I actually already own this on VHS, and I already own it on DVD, so I really didn't need to pick it up. But I saw this, and again, VHS is only like $1. I was like, why not? It just looks cool to me. And it has the original movie poster on the cover, kind of unaltered. It's cropped a little, and it has some stuff at the top, but still, it's just like the original movie poster, which I wish they would use on a DVD, which I know they've used like alterations of it, but they need to just use this, just the plain original movie poster as the cover, which they might have done. Anchor Bay put out like 100 editions of Evil Dead, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of them actually had it, but none of the ones that I've seen or owned ever did, and I've owned a lot of copies of Evil Dead. Actually, I think the Elite Edition might be the closest to the original movie poster, which I just think is what they should use for almost every DVD. If you're going to make a DVD, why not use the original movie poster? Someone was already paid money to make it, and it was usually a real artist, who was paid to make it. So it's like, why not just use it again? Like, I don't think they look dated. This doesn't look dated to me. This just looks awesome to me. But, it seems nowadays they kind of do that every once in a while. With a Blu-ray or a DVD, they'll use the original movie poster, maybe a little bit of alterations on it, but that's the thing. I think they mess with them too much. They'll like Photoshop a bunch of lines in it, change the type font of the name. It's like, geez, just leave it alone, guys, But Evil Dead, one of my favorite horror movies, and I just thought this was a cool VHS of it. This might be one of the earlier VHSs of Evil Dead put out, and I'm not sure if this was cut or not, because it looks like there's like some scissor marks on it, just a little, like the cut looks uneven at the end on this edge, but who knows. Alright, here I actually picked up Gremlins 2, the new batch, and this one was obviously cut to fit in this case. It was just a normal VHS case that was cut into this. You find these a lot of times when you go to rental stores to buy VHSs, or if you are getting VHSs that were from a rental store, which I actually thought this was kind of cool. Video Center, when is your tape due back, and it has like a little schedule thing. I just like stuff like that. It's nostalgic to me, and this is a cool tape, and I actually haven't seen this movie in a while, not since I was younger. And I was gonna watch this year after I watched Gremlins, because I watch Gremlins around Christmastime, like I do a lot of times. And I didn't get around to actually watching this one afterwards. And I wish I did, but I'm definitely gonna watch this soon. I just remember this being fun and not as serious as the first film. Alright, here I actually have a couple Power Ranger tapes that I'll just go through real quick. This is actually a Power Rangers in 3D tape that I found at a thrift store, and it's actually not in the best shape. One of the worst conditioned Power Ranger tapes I have, but I picked it up just because it looked weird. And then when I read about it, I found out that this was actually like a McDonald's giveaway that was supposed to come with 3D glasses, which mine didn't. But I've also read that the 3D didn't work. So I heard that the 3D glasses aren't really necessary to watch this, because I heard it didn't do anything. It was just like watching the movie normally with some stupid glasses on your face. So this just seemed kind of weird to me, so I picked it up because I was like, Power Rangers in 3D? I was like, that's weird. But this is actually, I think, I forgot what this was. I read what season this was from, and I should know just by looking at their costumes, but I actually can't remember right now. But again, just I picked this up. This is more of like this is like probably one of the more obscure Power Ranger tapes I have, just because it's like a weird McDonald's giveaway. But it's still, not really worth anything. Just bought it just to kind of watch one of these days. And then here I got a couple more Power Ranger tapes. This is Wild Force. And this is just one of the tapes from Wild Force. I think I have another Wild Force tape too. So one of these days I'll get around to watching some of these episodes. Because I actually like Dino Thunder, one of the newer Power Rangers seasons. So I wanted to check out some of the ones that came out like before Dino Thunder. And this is just some episodes of from Wild Force. And, it looks cool. Power Rangers is just always fun. The newer seasons are still kind of fun, too, because it just keeps to the same basic formula. Not that much has changed. And this is an episode of Ninja Storm, which I think I have another Ninja Storm tape, too, I think. I'm actually not quite sure about that, but I have a good collection of Power Ranger tapes right now. One day I kind of wanted to do a video where I go through them all, but I actually haven't got a chance to watch a lot of them because I'm still watching the earlier seasons on DVD. I figured I would get around to watching these ones when I'm done watching all the ones I have on DVD. But yeah, just a Ninja Storm tape, and this is one of the newer seasons of Power Rangers, but still, like I was saying before, it looks kind of fun. So that was the update this time around. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. And thanks for watching.